Hey guys, Divine LP back with some more Digimon World 4. Last time, I took on some hard mode, tedious errands that I needed to do. This time, look at me! I have some cool new swords, and I'm level 93. So before we do anything, I want to head to the shop area and do some last bit of preparations that I've been needing to do. You're probably thinking, you're 93. What kind of preparations do you need to do still? Actually, there's only a little bit. And that is to look at my bit count and look at my no life. Look at me having no life. Okay, in honest opinion, I did do the bits glitch, sadly. I needed to do it. Anyway, otherwise I would have never been able to get this. Thanks to you, I've made an ultimate item. I'm extremely happy. Thanks to you, I've made everything I've wanted to make. No need to give me bits anymore. Thank you very much. So, the last time I showed off how much I needed to donate to him, I think was 20,000. After that, he will ask for 60,000. Then 120. Then 250. Then 500,000. Then 1 million. And finally 2 million. After donating all that, he will let us buy all of these amazing items. This tab, or I guess page, is all of the last single-handed and double-handed weapons, or dual-wield weapons, you will get if you are, no matter who you are, at the highest level. Then you got the Tales of Order, the Tales of Chaos, the Rainbow Veil, the Mythlandia, Invincible, Divine Core, Wizard Core, and Vulture Core. These are all amazing to have. But personally, I'm here for just one thing only. Tales of Order and the Tales of Chaos. Okay, two technically. Because now that I'm 93, I can equip these beautimous items. Look at those stats. Look at them just ascend. Look at that. Sure, my strength goes down a little bit, but who cares? When you got stats like that, do you really need as much strength as you need it? Anyway, getting the Striders, you need to have a tech skill of 2200. The last time I was playing, I had the Pain Scimitars. Those are at 1080 to get them. After that, you can get the Denji Prince, which is at 1400. Then you get the Sword Break, which is at 1680. Then after that, you get the Yasha Glass. And after that, the Striders. So, what do after I've traded with multiple times with Prince Mamemon, these are what you get in order. You get Beam Magnum, Cypher Core, Van Blade, Rune Blade, Element Core. Then you get, I think, the Yasha Glass. Then you get the Fang Smasher, or you get the Fang Smasher first, then the Yasha Glass. Then you get the Aegis Core. Then you get the Experience Board Y. And then you get that Onslaught that you just saw. Now, with all of that, our preparations are complete. And I can finally take on this dungeon that I've been meaning to take on. And I gotta confess something. I have already done this before, this dungeon. However, I didn't hit the record button again. So this is my second time. And you know what? I did do the requirement to get the Digivolution on my first try. And I did it perfectly. But I didn't hit the record button. So now I have to struggle and suffer while I probably have to do this 17 times. While having to cut away each time until I finally get this right. Anyway, hey, you have a lot of trading cards. Let's be friends. Now that we're friends, will you do me a favor? These are the type of people you should stay away from. I dropped my booster pack in the dungeon the other day. There are many bad Digimon in that dungeon. Will you find my booster pack for me? I'll give you a reward if you do this favor for me. Alright, I'll do it. Really? Thank you. I'll open the gates of the outside world right away. To tell you the truth, the dungeon is called the Captive Dungeon. Once you're inside, you won't be able to come out without defeating the boss. You can't recover HP either, so please be careful. So yeah, I dropped a booster pack in a cave. You mind going in? That doesn't let you out unless you beat this boss. So how did you get out? This isn't about me. Oh yeah, he's gonna send us to a cave or a dungeon that we cannot get out. You either go in and you die, or you somehow get the reward and come back. Anyway, Captive Dungeon. It is in Ufers. Hello, I'm Vmon. Captive Dungeon, should we really go inside? I'm just worried that we won't be able to come out. Captive Dungeon. It's a doozy. Its layout changes if you were on hard mode or very hard mode, as well as the reward. To get the main reward that you want to do... Caution, you can't recover HP in this dungeon. Yeah, I've already been told many times. I can't use HP discs, and I can't use Petty Heal Light. So, the main gimmick, the only way you can bypass the whole not recovering HP is if you have a Drain Ram or a Dread Ram. So, if you want your reward, your real reward, instead of just beating this dungeon, you want to beat this boss with 1 HP. There is a way to get to 1 HP in this dungeon, and because it's a dry land themed dungeon, you could probably guess what it is. Did you get? Yeah, it's quicksand. Anyway, there's a quicksand pit that'll let you get to 1 HP, and you can challenge the boss with 1 HP. If you beat him, you will get your Digivolution reward, or a Digivolution reward. If you beat him normally, you will probably just get a piece of armor or maybe some bits. In the strategy guide, it does mention that if you beat it with 100% HP, then you also can get a Digivolution that way. I don't know if that's true because I have gone through this dungeon and I swear I beat it with 100% HP, but I still didn't get no reward. Or at least he gave me some bits. He's like, here's 5,000 bits for your hard work, for not dying. Congrats. All your pain and suffering is paid off. And yeah. Anyway, I guess while we're going through here, I guess kind of go over the rewards you get if you happen to beat Item Road on hard mode. If you are playing as Doraemon, you will get Beelzemon. If you're playing as Vmon, you will get... let me think. You will get Metal Garurumon. If you're playing as Geomon, you will get Alphamon. If you're playing as Agumon, you will get Beelzemon as well. So what is our reward for this? Do not touch this switch. What is our reward for this dungeon? Well, I'll go over that when we get to it. Alrighty. Also, I forgot to mention, because I am such a high level now, and I'm pretty sure you also saw how high my blast went, it also means that I now have Infa Ice, Infa Dark, and Infa Venom. Infa Venom is my cheese in the hole. Yes, not ace in the hole, cheese in the hole, because this is what I'm going to be using to cheese this, which is the only way you can probably ever do this, unless you're a psychopath and want to beat on the boss until he's down, which I do not recommend, otherwise you're going to be here for probably the rest of your life, or unless you're level 999, then by all means go for it. But you want to have an MP tech that has long range and a big hitbox. Otherwise, you probably won't be able to do this. So I highly recommend a Digimon with Impact or Venom. Maybe even Bomb, but I've never seen what that looks like at Infinite, so I wouldn't know if it's viable for this. So I guess Infa Ice and Infa Dark, their gimmicks is it just shoots 5 shells or 5 blasts. I think the last time I showed Venom, it was only at Mega or Giga, and it was kind of impressive, but now that it's Infa, I get to show off how broken it is in terms of the range and damage it's going to be doing. I legitimately wish I came in here with more wisdom, but it's whatever. because having higher wisdom means I will be able to do more damage with my MP tech. And actually, when I did this before, or I guess literally like 10 minutes ago, I actually was able to get an not an Aegis core, a Tales of Order with 2 mods. But because I wasn't recording and I didn't want to save it, I decided I was just going to reset. Meaning I never got the Tales of Order with 2 mods. So I was kind of hoping I was gonna get lucky again, but it's whatever. And it's weird because I swore you couldn't get mods on the Tales of Order. But I guess you learn something new every day. And honestly, I love the way the Striders look. The best way I can, I guess, compare them to is Nero's sword from Devil May Cry 4. You can rev it up and, you know, just slap people with it. Because I think those are engines on the back of them, or like little boosters. Because it says it attacks Digimon with twin impact. Alright, Agumon, I guess I'll talk to you. What's up, buddy? I'll take the challenge. I'll hold out here until my HP is 1. I'm sure then everyone will praise me as a great fighter. So I think if I decide to do this on very hard mode, I will probably just go through it normally. Like, I won't go for the level 1, or not level 1, the 1 HP, because it is extremely tough, and because the layout changes, I'd have to rememorize a whole new dungeon. Because I already have the whole memory of the whole layout of this dungeon memorized, it's not as bad, but even this I still consider it to be extremely hard. I mean, you're fighting a boss with 1 HP. And if you let him get any of his actions done, then he's going to take you out. Now, who is our mystery boss for this dungeon? Actually, it's Scorpiomon. Yeah. And I hate him. I hate him in this dungeon. He is very annoying. Can you stop? Thank you. Because I think his speed is just super high, if he gets any actions off, or if you get too close to him, you die. So here you want to hit the breakable wall, then here there's another one, but up there's just a dead end. And through here's a bunch of crossbows, and another breakable wall, and more crossbows, and another. So right here is the other breakable wall. And finally that lets us move forward. But finally, switches! I'm going to hit that one and then hit the other one, and that'll open up the way forward. If I don't do it fast enough, then it will turn off. And now I'm going backwards. At this point I don't really care if I get hit, because I am about to go you know, drown in some sand. You know, call me Gaara from Naruto, you know. Whee! Alright, now let's see if my luck will hold out. Can I do it on my first try again? Who knows? I really hope I can, otherwise I'm gonna have to go through this again, and I'm just gonna have to cut it out, which is gonna suck. Because I full on expect that I'm going to need to cut out. Alright, here we go. Venom, don't fail me now. Alright, Scorpiomon. Let's go, round 2, one more time. Oh my god, okay. Second time. First try. Cuts. Who needs them? Cutaways. Who needs them? Amazing, you survived. Let's go back to the main lobby and collect our reward. I didn't even need to read that. Hekaton Cheer, Victor Sword B. Another Hekaton Cheer and a Denji Prince Y. Holy Jesus. Okay. I hate to say it, but I am not going for the 1 HP dub on this. Also, you can't cheese it and defeat the boss, go back 1 HP yourself, and then come here and talk to him. You have to, the game checks to see if you are 1 HP, I think, when you enter the fight or when you beat the boss. So don't try it. Wow, you really got the booster pack for me. Thank you. We get Metal Garurumon. If you're playing as Guilmon, you will get Beelzemon. If you're playing as Agumon, you will get Alphamon. If you're playing as Vmon, you will also get Beelzemon. Oh boy. I'm really hoping I actually hit record this time, otherwise I'm just talking to myself. Anyway, and with that, we have taken on Item Road. Or not Item Road, what am I talking about? Captive Dungeon with 1 HP. And got it on our first try, again. Surprisingly, I was not expecting for that to happen. So, why don't we go over our good old buddy Metal Garurumon. He has Ice, Speed, Resist, Power Down, Heal Light, Cure Light. So, 3-4 skills. So he has Speed. I've been over that. It raises your speed so you can auto block more often. Resist raises your resistances so you don't take elemental damage as much. And Power Down will let you abuse the Digimon like Infamon abuses us in Machine Pit. And Heal Light and Cure Light, I've already been over those. So, why don't we show off good old Metal Garurumon? No, do not set equipment. Alright, and that is where we're going to end things off. So, next time on Digimon World 4, I think we're going to do a little ghost busting. See you guys then.